Are we live?
We are live.
Are we doing it live?
We are doing it live.
We always do it live.
I know what I'm going to do though. Quickly, I'm quickly going to hop on Vegas, make a video saying that I am we are streaming. I'm not going to actually talk or anything.
You are on time.
Paint.
Here we are. This is the first time we've been on time for a couple of weeks. We're normally like 5-10 minutes late. Because we're always so prepared.
We usually have technical difficulties.
And I've put a picture of it. Does anybody else apart from me know about Care Bears?
Yeah, I know about Care Bears.
Okay, we've got the like green stereotypical Irish Care Bear on our little picture thing.
So you will know that our topic today is luck and fate, while I am quickly drawing something up in paint to make
drawing in paint.
I'm writing in paint. Live stream, click screen. Adding an annotation, going on Sony Vegas, and then I'm gonna add some cool music to it, and then everybody that actually looks at my channel will know that we're on live streaming. How did I save it? I guess we can start off the luck conversation with, do you believe in hard work or luck? A question.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think they're the same thing.
No?
I mean, I believe in luck, but it depends on how you interpret what the word luck means.
Well, then we can start off with, how do you interpret luck?
Okay. Well, luck to me is random coincidence. I don't think it's some spiritual or philosophical, like a karma thing. It's just a random chance, random coincidence.
Well, yeah, I do believe in right place, right time, but I wouldn't say that.
What I'm saying is like all this stuff, like touch wood or all those superstition stuff surrounding luck. Like, I don't believe any of that stuff.
And do you believe in karma or not?
No.
Well,
no.
For me, luck is right place, right time, but I do believe in karma because I haven't really experienced it, but most of the time when somebody is just generally being an asshole, he tends at some point in time in his life just to get the same thing done to him. So I do believe
you expect it, you mean?
I expect it, and most of the time that I've experienced it is it did happen. That
I mean, I think you might be reading a bit too much into it. Everybody gets shit on at some point in life, and just because they did bad things before doesn't mean it's karma. It would be don't get me wrong, I'd love for such a system to exist.
Yeah,
but the fact that there's millions, well, okay, I don't know numbers, but the stuff that people do get away with, like dictators or whatever, or child molesters that get away with it, or rapists or murderers, they never get caught. And I mean, if there was such a karma system, then that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, because I guess you would have like a karma meter, and then at some point in time you just get your ass kicked by something. Well, it does have. I wouldn't say it's karma, but going on people that get shit on, which happens. I mean, if you're generally being a dick at some point in time, some guy's just gonna say, "I've had enough of you," and just gonna punch you.
Asking for it.
Yeah, but that's
well,
not.
Yeah,
that's not. Sorry, no, you go ahead.
Oh, well, that's what I mean. I mean, for me, that's technically karma, but everybody interprets it differently.
Well,
it's not really karma because your attitude is bound to be taken badly from another person at your state, or somebody who's like your size, or who is an opposite attitude of yours.
Well, what I do say is, what happens a lot is, I guess, relating to me believing in karma, I know it's happened, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. People steal something, and then a month or 2 later, they're really surprised that something's been stolen from them. So I do see that as karma and not random luck, because
Well, it's not random luck at that stage, though, is it? I mean, like when you mentioned, you know, like you see people who are dicks or whatever, and you know, then somebody says, "Oh, you know, I'm not going to take your shit." That's a consequence of them being a dick. That's not random. Somebody is approaching them or you know, giving, you know, I don't even know how to word it. I mean, the result of your karma, if you want to call it that, is because they've been a dick. If they hadn't been a dick, then said person wouldn't approach them and say, "Hey, I'm not taking your shit anymore."
Yeah.
It's a direct correlation between the two. It's not some fairy karma dust or whatever saying,
Karma
"Oh, look,
dust.
this guy's a dick. We better give him some karma zaps," or you know, or whatever.
Well, yeah, I don't actually believe in karma ghosts that say you've been bad and then they slap you, but
So what do you believe in?
I can't define it. I don't know. I do believe in karma, but I don't believe it's some magical ghost flying around, because most of the time it's what goes around comes around, but I'm not
That's
sure.
what the term karma is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it implies that there's something higher than us controlling it, though, doesn't it?
Doesn't... I don't know. I've read too much into the...
It's hippie
this
bullshit, is what it is.
For other people to be bullshit, for other people it isn't. It doesn't matter.
Hey, all that matters is what I think.
No. No.
Funky
Absolutely.
can't force you to be right, so
Yeah.
you shouldn't try.
I also believe in Funky's eyes. I believe in fairy bullshit, which is religion. But that's a different story we already got over. We've already gone over that.
Fairy,
So
when
you
the
can
fairies come into religion?
I don't know. Well, not bullshit. Just for you, general bullshit.
It's just superstitious bullshit, yeah.
So if you see, like, Season 2, Episode 7, I'm looking at it right now, Oddpod Religion, that's, what you should look up on if we want to talk about more fairy bullshit.
No, I know we're not talking about religion, but, you know, the whole...
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Fate luck thing, from my perspective, is kind of on the same level.
Yep.
You know, it's superstition.
But yeah, I also don't believe in people having a lucky sock, and when they lose it, oh no, I'm gonna have bad luck for the rest of my life, or lucky rabbits. Well, a lot of people have
Well, it's
foot
just
of a rabbit.
coincidence based. If you're gonna
Yeah.
say something is luck, but I want all these games, and all of a sudden I don't want a game because I don't have this thing with me,
You're lucky
it's just
cockroach.
still luck. Yeah. It's just,
Yeah, it
no,
A bit, yep. So
Wait,
you
wait,
do have
wait.
a lucky cock ring, Vader.
Funky slips in, and that sounded sexual too.
Yes, it did.
How do you feel about it, Hawk?
Don't
I
say
don't-
I don't know. No, I will
said I
not.
don't know.
I will not let that slide, Hawk.
Well,
Well,
you-
about
you,
what in particular?
About luck
Just-
and fate, and how do you what do you think luck and fate is to you? You know, what does it mean to you?
I believe in fate, but luck is... Actually, no, other way around. I believe in luck, not fate.
Okay, but what controls luck? You know, what decides what is lucky?
And what is not?
From your, I mean, I know you can't truly know the answer to it, but you know, from your perspective.
Something out of the ordinary that benefits you in some way.
Yeah, but who then decides who is lucky or not lucky? You know, I'm not trying to go into the whole God thing or anything,
Yeah.
but you know, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, how does, from your perspective, how does one achieve luck?
It's random.
Well, yeah, luck is random. You can't recreate luck.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning, I mean, I believe in luck, but not in like a supernatural or superstitious kind of perspective. You know, luck happens, but for me, it's just another. Luck is another way of saying random chance, random coincidence.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you know, what I'm trying to establish is it the same for you guys? Do you think of it the same?
Well, yeah, I think luck is random chance and random coincidence. Like you can't recreate luck. You can't say, "Hey, I'm just gonna quickly give myself luck." So that's why I don't like. I've seen a lot of people. Well, what are they called? Fortune tellers, saying that you will have bad luck in your future. You can't foresee luck. You can't say, "Oh, that's gonna happen to you, and it's gonna be really unlucky."
I just scam.
It is.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, and I mean, do you've got this random chance, but you don't think that, like any of this four-leaf clover, Lucky
No,
Charms,
I don't.
leprechaun stuff,
No.
in terms of luck,
That is it isn't. That doesn't happen.
Lucky Charms.
Well, it's basically you are very lucky if you find a four-leaf clover, but that doesn't give you luck.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they are rare. But yeah.
It
Yeah.
could give you a positive attitude and change how you might act, which could make something happen in your favor, but then that's not luck, it's just you doing actions based off what happened to you.
Yeah, no, I agree
But the
with
person
that.
will take it often that way, that it's luck when it's actually not.
Yeah, it's not luck.
It's like in a similar. I understand what you're talking about, like how it can affect your personal outlook towards things. Because, like, on a similar note, like a long time ago, I used to work in like sales, like selling stuff on the phone, and it was a sucky job, really bad. But like, if I went to work happy, like I felt good that day, then I'd sell way more than if I went to work feeling kind of miserable or bored or
Well, yeah,
that
because
kind of
that's
stuff.
because of your positive attitude. People will pick up on that.
I was
and
just
it's
trying
like,
to
hey, he's-
reinforce what Aveda was saying. Like, your
Yeah.
outlook on things do present opportunities that you might miss if you're not looking.
I mean, if you're going into a job interview really sick and feeling miserable and shit, there's a slightly less chance of you getting the job than when you're feeling good and you're happy.
Positive and excited.
Yeah, when you're positive and you're excited.
But yeah, I mean, I suppose the main point that I'm trying to make is that luck is, I mean, it's either complete random coincidence, same right place, right time type situation, or it's not really luck. Like, it's it's a consequence of actions that you've taken that have led to that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't believe in, all this kind of, these lucky. I mean, I don't know. Let me look up some luck superstitions and see if we can
Discuss that.
discuss.
Or
them.
who was it actually? What about luck experiences?
Well, what luck experience is he referring to? Like,
In your life, like a experience where you were lucky.
I'm not
Finding money or something.
Hmm.
Finding money or things like that.
Well, yeah, that is luck.
Well, I did find £20, but obviously I got tackled for it. Someone
By
else
who?
took it.
Who tackled you? A random guy comes out of the store. That's mine.
But it wasn't a random guy. Me and a bunch of friends were walking down the road, and I see this £20 note in the.
Did you say, "Hey, look, a 20-pound note"?
Yeah, I said, "Hey, look," and I walked over to it. And
Oh.
as I was going to pick it up, like, one of my friends obviously noticed it as well, and decided it was his.
Oh, well, so was your buddy. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like some
so
complete.
you got bullied out of it?
Yeah, pretty much.
He didn't even
Well, then
split it.
next time,
No,
you should say nothing. Walk over, pretend to tie your shoe, and then pick it up. It's like, yeah, I'm just tying my shoe. That's how I would do it.
Is that your dollar?
No. Oh, I dropped my 20-pound bill. Well,
Bill?
or I play it off. Yeah,
No.
a dollar bill. A note bill is the same thing.
No, it just doesn't
Well-
sound.
It doesn't sound right, does it?
American English. Evader, what do you call it? Evader, do you call, "Hey, look, guys, I found a $20 note or a $20 bill"?
Found $20.
You have to be awkward, don't you?
Except that
Yeah,
if you
that's not
use
20
the
bucks.
correct term. What was that? 20 wonga from
Wonga.
there's There was a commercial. Funky, do you call your money Wonga occasionally?
No, it's a slang term that I'm aware of, but I've never, like, in casual discussion called it Wonga.
Hey guys, look, I found 40 Wonga on the ground.
Do you
Call them ponies.
nickname money to ponies?
Yeah.
I
Call
got
them
20 ponies. I'm just looking at the picture. Can you believe it? This guy wins 181 million in the lottery on Wednesday and then finds a love of his life just 2 days later.
That's a
lucky.
joke.
I know it's a joke, but if it was real, that's just a woman wanting to get to his money.
Well, it is, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm streaming it, so I'm biased, and I mean, that's my interpretation of luck. It's not really luck. It's just, you know, she wants his money. I mean, that's it.
It has something to do with luck. If you are lucky if you win 181 million dollars lottery, that's good luck. I mean, I read once that you have a bigger chance of being run over by a car than winning the lottery in America. So he had good luck, but then that woman, yeah, she just wants the money.
It's a weird thing to talk about because, like I say, I do believe in luck itself, just not, you know, not in like a supernatural kind of sense. Like I was just looking at some kind of some of the superstitions, and these are British, so they may not apply everywhere. But like apparently it's lucky to meet a black cat.
I thought it was bad luck if a black cat crosses your way.
No idea. Lucky to touch wood. Okay, I've heard that because like people say knock on wood and stuff.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
touch wood.
Touch my wood. Lucky to find a clover plant with 4 leaves, which, you know, that's a pretty famous one. White heather is apparently lucky.
What is white heather?
It's a plant.
Oh, alright.
A horseshoe over the door brings luck, but the horseshoe this is from the website now, but the horseshoe needs to be the right way up. The luck runs out of the horseshoe if it's upside down. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some I'm looking at some good luck superstitions, and some are ridiculous. If you throw rice on a new bride and groom, they will have a lot of children.
Yeah,
all right.
They do have marriages.
So next time when I'm at a wedding, I'll bring a bag of rice and just throw it at the bride and groom.
When they're like walking out, I'm pretty sure.
I'll make rice balls and pelt them at them.
Little slingshots.
Will they be delicious?
All right. Well, and then there's those. If you catch a falling leaf on the first day of autumn, you will have good luck all winter. If you step on your shadow, it brings you good luck. Don't I always step on my shadow?
Pretty much.
So I should always have good luck. If your right hand itches, you will earn money. That never happened to me before.
Wait, what?
My right hand itched and then I got a rash. I didn't get money.
Bad luck.
Oh, this is another famous one in the UK. I don't know if it applies elsewhere. If you spill salt, then you have to put salt in your hand and throw it over your shoulder to counter the bad luck. That's really popular
that just makes
over
a
here.
mess.
It does, but like
it's
a really well-known one. And obviously there's like poor old rabbits with their rabbit feet and stuff.
Yeah, but why do they do that? Do they do it on dead rabbits, or do you just go through the forest with like an axe and say, "Hey, we found ourselves a rabbit"?
I've
Let's
actually
cut
got
off
a
the foot."
rabbit's foot, and it's got nothing to do with luck. It's when I was younger, I used to like really enjoy fishing. And I used to go fly fishing, and I got into it, like, this is going back about 10 years now. I got into it really big, and my parents, this is like for one Christmas or something, bought me like a fly tying kit so I could make my own flies to go fly fishing. And it came with like loads of different like feathers and stuff for the flies, but it also had like a whole wing off a bird and a rabbit's foot in there. Smells kind of funky, but it's pretty cool.
There's bad luck superstitions, like if you open an umbrella indoors, it brings you bad luck. And then there's always like mentioned in the chat, if you break a mirror, you get bad luck. That's happened to me before, and I've never gotten bad luck because of it. It's just bad luck that I happened to open my locker in school and there was a mirror in there and it fell out.
I think it's related to more kind of like mirror-based superstition. But yeah, I know it's kind of weird. I mean, I've just found another one here, which actually, when you think about it, it's like prevalent in society because the number 13, like hotels often don't have a 13th floor.
Yep.
And
I don't
that's
know, I don't
so
find that.
stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid. And I would love to live on the 13th floor. Are you kidding me? 13th is an
then
awesome
there's-
number, man.
But they do, like, I mean, you'll go in a hotel, or not
Yeah.
everyone, but in an elevator, and you'll have like floors 1 through 12, and then all of a sudden it's floor 14. There is no 13th floor.
Well,
I
if
think
you-
it'd be pretty cool.
I'm also reading some of these bad luck superstitions, and some are ridiculous. If you sleep with your feet towards the door, a night walker will steal your soul.
I do that every night.
If you whistle at night, a night walker will come to your home. When a cat sneezes 3 times indoors, it will rain in 24 hours.
This has got nothing to do with luck, but I just saw it on the same website, and I've got to read it out. When you've finished eating a boiled egg, push the spoon through the bottom of the empty shell to let the devil out. Really? What the devil?
I just throw away the devil.
Is that
in the-
just a pun on deviled eggs or something, or? I don't
Delicious.
I don't know. But then there's this website. If you dream about a dog, you will have a lot of enemies.
What?
What?
If you see a bird that comes towards you, you will have bad luck. If your left hand itches, you will lose money. So Hawk, did you have your rash on your left hand as well?
No, it's just on my right hand.
Alright.
How do you remember that?
Because I still have it a bit.
Oh.
It's kind of dumb.
What? If you find a penny head side up, it will give you good luck. I mean, that's just chance, any way it lands.
There's actually a poem, again, I don't know, I think it's probably everywhere, but like, find a penny, pick it up, all day long you'll have good luck. You heard that one?
Yeah, I have. But I don't, it's not really, it's luck that you find a penny, but it's not very good luck. I wouldn't know what to do with a penny if I find one.
Yeah, finding that penny is not gonna automatically make you luckier in the future. You know, that's just silly. You were lucky to find the penny in the first place, but that's about it. What about fate? How do people feel about fate?
I don't know about fate. I can't. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that. Except, could somebody just hold on? Let me just find. I just totally blanked out on what fate is.
Well, fate is that everything you do is predetermined, and you
No.
Yes. I don't
No.
believe in that.
and
because
that you
that
generally have
would-
no control.
That would completely destroy my belief in luck, because luck is completely random, and then fate would say it's random, but it's a predetermined random, so that wouldn't make any sense. If you get what I'm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're saying that both of them are kind of, they counteract
The-
each other.
the-
Yeah, but luck aside, I mean, do you think that fate exists?
No, I don't think that everything happens for the reason.
Well, no,
Yeah,
not
like
for a
Elian
reason,
said-
just that everything is predetermined and that, you know, your life is set out before you're born.
So I'll become a male stripper and die. Great. What a nice life. So that's just an example. I'm not actually going to become a male stripper.
Don't you think that like fate would be like using things to justify things? So it's like, oh, I just robbed a bank because I was just dying to do it. You're just justifying doing something because you knew fate apparently said you were going to do it.
Yeah, if fate says that I'm going to go rob a bank, I'd really think about not having fate anymore.
No, like if you rob the bank where you're planning to do it, and you say, well, fate destined me to do it because that's fate, you're just kind of using it as an excuse to
Yeah, but-
rob a bank.
Nobody knows what fate is, though. Like, you know, if fate existed, I still, you know, and we knew that it existed, I still wouldn't be able to tell you what I was planning on doing tomorrow. But fate
Yeah.
would apparently know. But so, I mean, I couldn't say I robbed the bank because it was fate. Well, I kind
You
of get where
could
you're
as an
coming from.
excuse, but you'll
Yeah.
still get arrested for it.
Yeah.
I don't care. And my fate wasn't to arrest you, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that the you know, the acceptance of fate pretty much removes free will.
And luck.
and
And
luck.
if everything is predetermined, if you're lucky enough to not get hit by a car, if you're jaywalking across the street, that can't be fate. You're just in luck that you didn't get hit by a car. It wasn't predetermined that on May 12th a
But
car will just sort of.
you could
drive past
argue
you.
that fate, if fate did exist, it wouldn't necessarily counteract luck, because you could claim that you were lucky to have that fate planned for you. Am I getting
Yeah.
too confusing?
No, it's not getting too confusing. It's just getting, I don't know. Fate for me, fate and luck destroy each other. If everything's predetermined, how can there be luck? That's all. That's basically.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know in what context you're using the term luck, but I mean, I don't believe in fate.
What I guess I mean by luck is just right place, right time.
Yeah, so
Completely random. And
yeah.
if everything's predetermined, nothing can be random.
Yes. Okay. Fine. And then I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some more superstitions that don't have to do with luck. Eating fish makes you smart.
I don't know. I keep reading stuff about like omega-3 fatty acids
Yeah.
and stuff. What's all
Oh yeah,
that?
and then there's the everybody knows is a cat has 9 lives.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Which it is dumb, because if I were to walk up to a cat right now and shoot it in the face, it will not get up another 8 times if I keep doing it.
Well, hey, it does negate YOLO jokes, alright? So I'll give you that.
Yeah, it does. A cat doesn't have YOLO. A cat has you only live 9 more times. Hold on. You only live... There you go. It'd be YOL 5MT.
That sounds pretty G.
No, I just looked up like omega-3 fatty acids. There's supposed to be like some potential, and I mean it's no proof right now, but some potential benefits for like cardiovascular or cancer and stuff. But I don't see anything about making you smart really.
And then there's stupid... I mean, this cliche, this superstition has been carried out through movies. Garlic protects from evil spirits and vampires.
Yeah, that's just getting into the realm of nonsense now, though, isn't it? With vampires
Yeah, it is.
and stuff.
And then if you want to get to the realm of nonsense, clothes worn inside out will bring good luck. It might bring good luck, but it would make me look like a complete asshole.
And wouldn't get you a job.
You come to
It wouldn't
your
bring
job
you
to
luck,
be with an
though.
inside-out tuxedo.
The only
Good luck.
luck wearing your clothes inside out would bring you is that somebody'd think you're some tramp and give you money. That's
Yeah.
the only
Hey.
luck, and that is not luck. That's a consequence of wearing your jumper inside out.
It is bad luck to sleep on a table. Yeah, if people are having like a Thanksgiving dinner, it's bad luck if you fall asleep on the table. And then there's when a dog howls, death is near.
What?
I've seen that one really cute video of like a little husky, or like the owners of a really small dog just play wolf sounds and the dog starts to howl. That doesn't mean the owners are gonna die.
It probably should, though.
Well, yeah, if they're gonna just annoy
Yeah,
it.
you get things like dogs can sense when people are ill and stuff.
Well, they can. I mean, if they see that something isn't wrong, because usually this happened
I mean,
before
like,
when I
they'll
was
lay
sick.
by your feet or something.
That is true, because like they know that you'll act different because they know how you act normally, and then they'll be wondering, oh, what's wrong with Bob or Joe? He's not very happy right now, so I'm gonna see what's wrong. He can't ask because that would mean dogs would talk.
Yeah, I don't
But,
think it's like sensing it in the sense of
That of their sick. they're just
ESP or anything. Like dogs can smell cancer, and they can notice a difference in a person's, their owner's demeanor. So they're probably
Yeah.
just picking up on that.
They're picking up on the demeanor, because if you come home from work, you pet your dog, and at some point in time you're really sick and you come in and you don't pet your dog, he'll be like, hey, I want my pets.
Yeah, Bob didn't know dogs can actually smell cancer on humans, and they actually use trained dogs to smell cancer. I've no idea what cancer smells like. I always imagine it to be like disgusting because it's cancer, but it could be like the most amazing smelling thing ever. We just don't know.
It would smell like catnip to a cat. It would get them all crazy.
Oh god.
Whoa, cancer. I mean, some of these stupid superstitions are stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
Forrest, who's that directed at?
What do you say?
He said your sister might know, and I don't know if that was a reply to I don't know what cancer smells like. Was he implying that my sister's a dog?
That is rude. That is
Implying
really
it's not
rude.
That's pretty mean.
Oh yeah, that's mean.
Let's take a look at some more If the bottom of your feet itch, you will make a trip. Now they are not very specific. It might be an acid trip, but I remember not getting high of when my feet are itchy. Suddenly, I see unicorns in my room.
We should make up our own lucky superstition. No, not charms. Superstition things. Like, if your eyelashes itch, you're gonna. I don't know what's lucky.
You will earn money.
Yes, it has to be like vague.
So let's be really vague. If you wear used diapers on your head, you will find the love of your life. I mean, that's basically what you could do on that.
Hey, that would help you, man. Like I heard
everybody would look at you. They'll be like, "Hey, he's got a diaper. He's probably married. So let's stay away from him." Oh, and he smells of shit. So all that. Let me make up another one.
That's what Forrest is talking about. No, she's not a doctor. She's a phlebotomist. She tests blood samples and stuff. So
all right. I was gonna say your sister is a dog. So let's make up some superstitions. Hold on.
We're making some up, are we?
Yeah.
If you're good-looking and rich, you'll have a happy life. How's that for luck?
Can you believe it? Talk about luck. This guy wins 181 million in the lottery, and he also looks good, not like in that picture. And he's found the love of his life. Well, let's see. If you eat carrots before going to bed, you will have diarrhea.
Oh, that's just not true, guys. I can say I live on carrots, and that's just not true.
I got one. If you win the lottery, you will find the love of your life.
Well, you just took it off the picture.
Yeah, I know. That's the point.
You didn't make it up.
That's the point. But you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, well, here's a superstition. If you shiver, someone is casting a shadow on your grave. I don't have a grave.
Neither do I. And I will never have a grave.
Oh yeah, did MI6 have the technology to make you invulnerable for the rest of your life, Funky?
I just don't want to be buried in a graveyard.
Cremated?
Neither do I.
I don't want to be cremated and interned in a graveyard either.
Are you gonna have like
you can bury me in my garden for all I care. I'll be dead.
Oh. Because I know like some funeral sites have like these box-shaped like they kind of put them all more closer together, the grave sites, and have like these renovated walls and stuff.
Oh yeah, undead orgy. Is that what you're talking about? Or
no.
Yeah, necrophilia. Wait,
hey, but hey, if you want that, you could probably get that set up for you, Funky.
well,
But the way I want to be buried is I want to be buried like the last 25 years of my entire family line. It's basically being cremated and then like putting the ashes into the ocean. So you know, I really don't want to be buried at all.
Next time you go for a swim in the sea, you could be could have a mouthful of milk.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Omega-3 fatty acids.
Shut up, Haku. It's not like you haven't had one before.
What you gonna do? So here's a superstition: a beginner will always have good luck. So beginner's luck. Do people believe in that?
No.
All right.
It could just be a coincidence.
Yeah, I guess. Here's a superstition: an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I can debunk that right now. When I was a kid, I loved to eat fruit, and then we went to go on a checkup at the dentist, and I had 2 cavities. So no, that's bullshit. That's complete bullshit.
Well, hold on. I guess it's assuming
I might add, I didn't eat a lot of candy. I was put on a healthy diet until I reached the age of where I could think for myself.
What age was that?
17.
This year, basically, yeah.
Yeah. A dentist is a doctor, Bob. I would say he goes to medical school. He sits there and he gets paid to drill in my teeth.
I've got a feeling that particular superstition was probably invented by parents who wanted their kids to eat more fruit. Just a theory.
Goddamn parents.
But you know, I can understand why. I mean, you know, it does hold a little bit of truth in the sense that people who eat more fruit and veg, you know, tend to be healthier. Not always, obviously, but you know.
Well, not always, yeah.
Speaking
Of that, let's link that really fat lady who wants to become the fattest mother in the world, like last week, because she.
Oh, we spoke about
yeah,
that.
let's not get that out again.
Oh, never mind. I just wanted to bring up a fun topic again for everybody. Right?
Has she died yet?
No.
Oh.
I'm waiting for it though.
I was expecting
Wow,
it.
Vader. Did she die yet? Did she die yet?
Well,
really
if you were
waiting for
bringing
that.
her up, you know, I'd assume the latest development would be that she's dead.
Well, you sound so disappointed that she wasn't.
She's not dead. Damn it! Darn, she's not dead.
I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, we probably shouldn't be wishing death on somebody, but
Yeah, we don't. I mean, I hope
There's-
Vader doesn't.
no, but I mean, I kind of nearly agreed with what you said there because but it depends. Either she's mental. I don't want to go on about this for much longer, but either she's mentally unstable and she needs help, or she really is that stupid and we kind of do need to remove her genes from the pool anyway.
Alright, so in case anybody's wondering what we're talking about, Season 2, Episode 12, the food episode, so last week, you can take a look at that. Let's take a look at something. Do people believe in the superstition that if you get one of those, like, what are they called, wishbones, you can find water with it? You know what I'm talking
Are the
those sticks
divining
that-
rods? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, no, or because people are like, hey, I'm gonna pick up this stick that looks like a Y, hold it at both those things, and then I can find water.
It's yeah, but it's called as part of dowsing though. Have you ever heard of dowsing?
No, I haven't.
It's a it's a supernatural stuff, but there's a dowsing rod, which is Y or L shaped, or a divining rod is sometimes called as well, and they use it to find water, or they apparently use it to find water. And it's basically you hold at either end, the ends furthest apart from each other, and you walk with it, and it'll swivel down when there's water a bit below you. Of course, it's complete nonsense, like a Ouija board, you know, where people move the stuff around and pretend they're not moving them. There's an interesting fact. Well, I mean, let me ask you guys first. Do you guys believe in Ouija boards, or?
No.
Mm-mm.
What
No.
is a Ouija board?
It's, you know, those, have you, I think it was...
Those boards that people can talk to the dead with.
I think if you look at the movie The Exorcist, I think it's The Exorcist. That's how the movie starts. Like the girl talks with the spirit and
But yeah,
she gets possessed. But I don't believe that.
no, and
it's all
basically,
stupid.
it's a board with like all the letters of the alphabet on, and like yes and no, and there's like a marker and everybody who's around the board places their hands on it, and apparently they ask spirits questions, and the spirits move the marker over letters to spell words or whatever. But
Basically, the person that has the marker just moves it.
so, like, I was talking to my gran about this the other day because she's religious, and I was just chewing her out a little bit. And we got onto the topic of Ouija boards, and she's like, "Yeah, I believe them and stuff." And then I told her about this. Do you guys know where the Ouija board came from?
From Nope.
It's a children's board game developed by Mattel, the same people who make Barbie.
Wow. So now we know that they're stupid.
Well, you know, I was thinking Ouija board is something like to wipe your car or something like that. Yeah, I know what a Ouija board is, and it's kind of stupid, really.
Oh, was it Hasbro? Sorry, it wasn't Mattel. It was Hasbro.
Now we know Hasbro's run by the devil. If we would all, you know, believe in that.
But yeah, a lot of people are like, "Ooh, Ouija boards, scary stuff," and it was a kids' board game originally, and not a lot of people know that. It's quite old, like in the 50s or 60s or something.
Oh, okay. So it's like, hey, children, to make you feel better about your grandmother's death, you can talk to her.
I don't know. I often wondered how it was originally marketed.
Talk to the dead. Woo! Maybe as a Halloween gift. Or during Halloween.
Yeah, it says
Think
during the late 19th century, planchettes, as they were originally called, were widely sold. Widely sold as a novelty.
Alright,
Parker
so
Brothers.
just like a
it
party
was.
gift.
It was Parker Brothers, the guys who made Monopoly. It wasn't Hasbro or the other one is Parker Brothers. They made Trivia Pursuit as well, didn't they? Yeah, and
They did.
Cluedo.
Let's take a look at some more vague superstitions. Animals can talk at midnight on Christmas Eve.
What?
What? I've never heard of that.
What was that? I missed that. All I heard was animals and talking on Christmas Eve.
Animals can talk on midnight of Christmas Eve.
Of course they can. And all these midnights of Christmas Eves, I've never once had an animal talk to me.
Maybe they're just keeping it a secret.
Maybe they're shy.
Guess they don't like monkeys.
Maybe they're shy. I don't know.
That, and then there is a superstition. It is bad luck to chase someone with a broom.
Why?
Because you're probably going to smack them over the head with it.
Yep, probably.
It's bad I don't know.
And then there's a superstition called smell dandelions, wet the bed. But this is stupid. Toads cause warts. A cat has 9 lives. Alright, those are all pretty generic ones. A superstition, everyone knows a superstition at the end of the rainbow is a pot of gold. But then we're going back to the leprechaun thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's just not true.
Hawk
You
would know.
sound like you speak from experience.
Well,
Stop
yeah.
you.
There
Go
have
on,
been
Hawk.
times where I've seen the end of a rainbow and it's just a field. There's no little man there standing with a pot of gold.
Hello, Haku, you found me. Here's my gold. No. Maybe you need to take LSD before you see the leprechaun. You know, maybe that's
try
the,
that
maybe
next
that's
time.
maybe that's the fine. Everybody knows this. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. That's a stupid.
What?
That's a
Sorry.
stupid superstition.
Step on
You
whose
step
crack?
on. Step on any crack, like a crack in the road, and you break your mother's back. So I must have broken my mother's back at least a couple of thousand times. I mean, if you're walking on the street, it's basically impossible to not step on a crack unless you're really superstitious and you bounce around on the squares on the street, which would make you look like a retard.
Well, there are some people that do that. Just because they have OCD, they won't step on a crack.
That's stupid.
That's not that cool.
What's your take on the situation, Funky?
What, about stepping
If
on
you
cracks?
Yep. Oh, you know what I mean by cracks, right? Not cracks. Drugs.
Yeah, I just think it's silly.
Alright.
Not much more I can say about
What
it.
about you, Vader? What about you?
So stepping on a crack and breaking your mother's back?
Yeah. Seems legit, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. That's just stupid, man.
Yeah, but
And
that's
then
like,
there's-
if a bird shits on you, it's good luck.
Yeah, I mean, we could make our own superstitions right now. If a bird shits on you in May, when the sun is shining, you will have good luck for the next 30 seconds, right?
Sounds
Uh,
good.
Okay.
So, Funky, in May, make sure that a bird shits on you.
Well, it's no good telling me in August, is it? You should have told me like 4 months ago.
Next year, write it in your calendar. Like May 12th, get shit on by bird, just really big, and then count the days to that. And then what are you gonna do with 30 seconds of good luck?
Well, so I have to find a bird
That will not
will
that will
shit on
voluntarily
me.
shit that will shit on you.
next to like a lottery outlet or something.
That or next
the shop
next
sells
to a
scratch
bank.
cards.
You know what I would do is I have a bird shit on me. I would like call up the bird and say you shit on me in May. Then I'd run on the bank and ask nicely if I can have all the money in the safe. And in the 30 seconds they will say yes because I will have such good luck.
Yeah, but when your luck runs out, and
What's he doing in the safe?
no, but when they go like, oh shit, where's our money? Hang on, let's look at the security camera. I don't know, get a bird of shit on me, buy a convenience store that sells like scratch cards or something.
But then you'd have to buy it quickly or but then there's the catch of if a bird shits on you again the next day, will you have good luck again? I guess. So I'd just have a bird shit on me every day for May.
There's
then I'll have-
people out there who'll do that for you, mind. That's your thing.
But they're not.
That's
No.
what melts into that.
I'm not. Okay, bird shit maybe, but not human shit.
Well,
Cleveland steamer.
Oh, please, not the Cleveland steamer. It's disgusting. I'd rather have something else roll around on my chest.
go on.
Nothing. I'm not gonna go in any further, Evader just wants to know.
Is it vomit?
No. I'm not into that. You should go to
Pretzels?
Japan for that.
This is nothing to do with luck, but what is it about vomit that smells so bad? Like, if
It's the stomach acids.
I very rarely go sick. Like I can't remember the last time I was like I physically vomited, but like, and I've got a pretty strong you know, stomach type of thing. Like, you know, not I'd have to be something pretty bad to make me actually vomit. But however, watch somebody else being sick, that's it. It's gone everywhere. What?
Really? If you watch somebody else puke, you will puke.
Yeah, I'm like
I don't like
retching.
seeing it.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like it's contagious for me.
That's weird.
And the smell. I think it's the smell as well.
I mean, the smell is just what everything you ate: potato salad, sausages.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I think most of the stuff that comes out of your body smells pretty bad, and I think, you know, that's a, you know, a natural process of evolution, because it's telling you, hey, this smells bad, don't eat it.
Or this is bad for me, so it should go out. Like, I guess that's why pee is toxic. It's all the toxins. Well, yeah, the toxins smell like that.
Urine is actually sterile the moment it leaves your body, but once it's been exposed to air and stuff, it's not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that's
but
what
I
I'm
was
talking about.
you know, about the other side, and you know,
That's as well. That's all the stuff the body doesn't need.
Well, there
comes
are
out way or the
books
other.
and stuff that teach you how to live off of your waste.
sounds delicious.
I don't know why
Okay.
you want to, but there are
What do you
books
mean, live
that
off
tell
of
you
our
how
waste?
Are they did Bear Grylls write them?
I don't know.
You'd have to ask him.
He's the
Living
head
off
of the
my waste.
Scouts over here.
Bear Grylls is.
Yeah, he's this. What do they call him? He's like the Scoutmaster or something.
Chief Scout or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. There's a live off your waste. That's.
He's
Oh, he got
The
fired?
youngest.
What? Really?
Chief Scout, I think. Who?
Max said that Bear Grylls got fired.
Why? He had his own video game.
What?
He did? What?
I'm checking
Yeah.
Man
Wikipedia.
vs. Wild game. It's like a stop motion event where you have to press A to drink your piss. Keep pressing A. Keep pressing A.
No, he's not
buy it.
fired, you liar. He's the youngest
They did
person
have a-
ever to be the Chief Scout.
They had a
Oh, like
disagreement
so
with his contract, but they sorted it out.
Are you talking about his film stuff or his Scout business now, though?
Oh, his film stuff.
Oh, right, okay. I don't know about that.
Oh well, but this isn't about Bear Grylls. It's about
Well, I mean, you could say he's unlucky.
yeah. But
that he
if you
got
think
fired.
about the last minutes, we've completely derailed our topic into vomit and excrement.
I'm gonna blame Milk.
I put them on
Yeah.
the same, like, level.
Well, yeah.
though.
If you think about it, it is unlucky that you feel sick, or no, it's not unlucky. It's your fault you ate too much or something. But it is bad luck if somebody happens to puke in front of you and you instantly just go into monkey see, monkey do mode and you just puke on the ground as well. And I guess, I don't know, unlucky to pee into poop. That's not lucky. That's. I guess you could say that's fate. To pee
What?
into poop. If you think about it,
Not to pee into poop.
I'm gonna pee into poop.
Are
That's
you-
fate.
Are you
to-
proving that fate exists because you have to
Yeah,
pee and poop?
because it is set in you can't just live your entire life without peeing and pooping. You
God damn it, I'm gonna
Expo-
try.
Okay, fine. We'll see at your funeral.
a year later, guy that hasn't pooped for a year falls over dead because there's so many toxins in his body.
I remember.
It is.
Sorry.
Right, no, go ahead.
No,
you
what
go.
I was gonna say was pretty disgusting. So carry on.
No, go ahead. I want to hear it.
No, I remember. I don't know where it was, so I won't go like naming any countries. But there was a particular country that used to punish like homosexuals by gluing their butt together, and they would die of it, which, you know, kind of
Wait,
understanding.
what?
Yeah, it's really messed up.
Why would they die of it?
Because they couldn't poop.
Huh. makes sense.
But yeah, anyway, nice topic.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
I'd said it was disgusting. You guys, oh yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of poop, Bob said Elvis Presley died with a bunch of poop in his body. Doesn't everybody die with at least a little bit of poop in their body?
Yes. I'd imagine so, unless they haven't eaten for ages, because, you know, your poop goes through all your intestines and stuff, so, like, even though, like, maybe right now, like, everybody watching might not feel like they need to poop, but they've still got poop working their way through the system, providing the
Yeah, I
vegan,
mean,
of course.
that's why it takes
we know
13
that.
hours to digest everything, because if you eat potato salad now, 13 hours later it's gonna be a brown log steaming in your toilet.
Oh. Nice. Nice. Anybody
Well,
eating? Anybody eating? Good.
If anybody's eating, I'm sorry, but I just... That's the... And today, what did we accomplish today? We proved that fate exists because you can't go to peeing or pooping. That is set in stone. It is set in stone that you will have to pee or poop at some point in your life.
Or you could just die.
Choice is yours.
Or die. Alright.
Nice.
Interesting.
Nice talk. Nice talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
About
talk. Good talk.
Poop, yeah, poop. What else have we had? I'm gonna read some more stupid superstitions because they're fun. Superstition bash. If you blow out all the candles on your birthday cake with the first breath, you will get whatever you wish for. What if you wish for a hooker?
You're not gonna get it. Are you crazy?
Well, yeah, if you're 12 and you say, "Mommy, I want a hooker for my birthday," they're not. You're not
Yeah.
Let me see.
Why do you think it is? Okay, I'm kind of derailing the topic, but you just made me think of that for some reasons, because it's kind of something that, like, parents tell kids. Why do you think they do this whole tooth fairy thing as well?
To give kids
I don't know.
something to look forward to.
Well, then why would they do? Why would they do the Santa thing as well?
Well,
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't really like the whole.
I mean, to anybody in the chat right now, Santa is 100% real. He isn't fake at all.
Well, you kind of blew it, but okay.
No. We're just speculating. What if Santa wasn't real? What if the Tooth Fairy wasn't real? Because we don't want to spoil
yeah,
anything.
yeah, my dad does think Santa is real.
Does he?
Yeah, no,
Still?
yeah, absolutely, and no, I'm not joking. He will, you know, like, swear on my life that he saw Santa when he was a child on his roof.
My first grade teacher did that as well. She said that when she was a kid, she went downstairs and she heard like stuff being moved around. Said it was Santa. I'm pretty sure those were burglars stealing everything.
Or their parents.
Or that. I mean, she heard like stuff being moved around the room. I don't think you need to like move
Oh.
the couch out of the way to get a present in.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I understand the origins of the Santa Claus story. I just don't know why it's a good thing to lie to kids about this stuff. I'm not saying, you know, it's not a terrible evil or anything, you know, and it just puzzles me a little bit.
Because one way or another...
Don't get me wrong, my sister does it to her kids as well, you know, so it's not like nobody in my
yeah,
family
but
does
that's
it.
the thing. Because then at some point in their early life, they're going to feel really bad because some prick at kindergarten's going to tell them that Santa isn't real. I mean, you could just go from the bat and say, "So what do you want for Christmas? I'll buy it for you," instead of saying, "Yeah, some really creepy fat old dude's going to jump down your chimney and deliver presents for you."
Awesome.
And he will expect milk and cookies, or he will just like rip up the place.
Awesome,
He'll turn
really
into the Hulk.
creepy woman's gonna come into your bedroom and take teeth from under your pillow. What the hell's she doing with these teeth?
She's making necklaces and selling them on eBay.
I don't think eBay existed. Actually, eBay's
Well,
been around.
well, I mean, I guess like spiritual eBay, or she just
Spiritual
put
eBay. I love it.
that, or eBay in the Middle Ages. eBay were probably like flyers nailed to a wall or something. Like ye olde eBay,
Ye old eBay.
ye olde eBay.
eBay.
And then, what the hell is with the myth of a bunny laying eggs?
Yeah,
And
that's
hiding
just
in your
bizarre.
backyard.
Chocolate eggs, no less. Chocolate eggs.
It's a bunny who shits chocolate eggs, and then you're basically eating bunny shit on Easter. Everybody, you're eating bunny shit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Or it's...
Well, it tastes good, so.
It's funny. Bob said that the tooth fairy makes dentures. I'm pretty sure I haven't. Have you seen a child's teeth? Like their milk teeth? They're tiny. They're like I don't know, like a quarter of an inch tall. It would look funny as shit if somebody had a pair of dentures with those in. Actually, I can actually show you the type of picture that I was talking about. I was talking to Champ yesterday about Vader. I think you were there, Florida.
Yeah.
And it made me look through some of my holiday photos from Florida, and I found one of my nephew, and I don't remember how old he was. He was like 2, and he was at that awkward stage in life where he doesn't really know how to smile. And this is his smile, and those are baby teeth, you know, the milk teeth. I'll just put it in the chat for people to see. Dentures with those would look funny as shit.
They would. Yeah, it's that I don't know how to smile age. I had that as well. I remember my traumatizing experience of losing my first tooth, because like the first month my tooth kept getting looser. Is a looser a word? More loose?
More loose.
More loose until it would like hang onto a thread, and I was like wiggling on it while playing with blocks, and then some kid just pulls my hand, wanting to get my attention, and I had my tooth lined up and it got ripped out, and I couldn't stop screaming for the next half hour. I mean, I guess he wanted like the Lego block that was in my hand, but he just like ripped my hand out of my mouth.
Is Donut here, by the way? No, I don't think he is.
No, he isn't. So, Funky, do you know your experience of losing your first tooth, or was that...
I don't remember. I mean, the earliest experience that I can remember as a child, and is actually a painful one for me, like physically painful. I was up at my parents are there too. I was up at my cousin's house, and we were out in the garden, and I don't know what he was doing. He always used to have this garage or garage like full of car stuff, and he was always tinkering, and he left this big antenna out on the floor. I don't know how old I was about 2 or 3, and I fell onto this antenna, and it went in my mouth and through my cheek.
Yep, that'll hurt.
It wasn't... I've actually got another one as well. I was how old was I? I was probably about 13, and I was over at a friend's house, and we were just listening to music, sitting on the bed, and his bed was right next to a window, and I don't know why, but like his window might have been open and somebody might have been outside, and we'd just been eating like pot noodles, I think it was.
What kind of noodles?
Pot noodles. They're like instant ramen type thing. And you just add hot water. You know, so we had like the empty pots there on the fork, and we must have just finished them. And we must have heard something outside, because we got up, like kneeled on the bed, and moved over to the window, and my fork was still on the bed, and like my knee caught the fork and slammed it against the wall, and I actually had the fork stuck in my knee, and I had to actually pull it out of my knee. But I remember...
What did your friend do?
Well, I remember A, it really wasn't painful, and B, it hardly bled at all, which was what surprised me more than anything. But yeah.
Now, was that fate?
Fate to get a fork stuck in my knee.
That was fate.
Yeah, definitely. It was certainly unlucky.
It was. Well, we all have to... I remember my very, very first painful experience. I was 3, and I was out with a friend, because we used to live on a hill, and it was a really, really big hill. And we had a scooter, which, you know those like really tiny hard wheels?
Mm-hmm.
And we said, hey,
push with your other foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we rolled down. It was at least 150 meters down, like a slope. I don't know how much, 60 degrees. It was a pretty steep hill. And I was going down. The first 25 meters, I started wobbling, and I fell. And I basically, for the next 75 meters, I just, like, not face first, on my back, just slid down the entire hill. And that was pretty painful. So...
I think...
That was very unlucky.
Very
unlucky.
I hate... like, injuring myself. I mean, nobody likes that. But things I hate more than anything, like pain that lasts and throbs, like burns. Like, you know, if something hurts and then it's gone in 10 minutes, that's cool. But like,
Yeah.
you burn yourself a little bit, and it doesn't hurt initially, but then it'll just throb for hours, and that bugs the shit out of me.
Well, the thing that I hate is when it happened before, when you eat something and it's really hot, and it burns the roof of your mouth, and it's there for at least 2 or 3 days, and it's sore,
Yeah.
and it hurts when you drink, it hurts when you eat. I hate that. It's very unlucky. Gotta just add that to every single sentence. It was either lucky or very unlucky, or it was fate. But I doubt that burning the roof of my mouth was fate, unless the world hates me, which then would be very unlucky.
But then it'd be fate, right?
What did you link?
Just a sloth.
Whoa.
It's a hot sloth.
That is.
Funky's a member of a sloth dating service.
You are?
I remember, yeah, I amused myself for like an hour that night, just sending, like, I was talking to Donut on Skype, like pretending that I'd come across his profile, because he had a sloth picture for his Skype avatar. I don't know if he still does. And I pretended I was from a sloth dating site, and we exchanged a bunch of messages with pictures.
It just kept going with
Pretty much.
sloth pictures.
Hi, sloth.
That is a really creepy looking sloth. That like something's gonna. Maybe that's the night crawler that will visit you at night when you sleep with your feet towards the door. I'd be scared if I wake up and that thing's in my face. Sloth.
Hey man, that's a hot sloth.
Nah. I guess. If you class sloths as hot, I don't have anything to say against that. But
Donut
I'm not into sloths.
Donut liked it. Ugh.
People got their own interests.
But they're bad interests.
Oh god, Elion, that's slightly creepy.
What did Elion say?
She said she was in the corner of my room watching me.
No, that the sloth was in the corner of your room watching you.
Oh. Well, that's even more creepy.
It just and it moves slowly. It just sort of sits there and just watches you and doesn't blink. Here's another superstition: you must get out of bed on the same side you got in, or you will have bad luck. I guess that's why people say got up out of the wrong side of the bed if you're feeling bad. But I personally don't believe that that's true.
It's like when I was this has got nothing to do with luck, and I think we've kind of gone off that a little bit, but when I was younger, like I don't know, 14, and it's the same friend actually, where I got my knee impaled on a fork.
Wait, one about that. What did you do after? Did you go to the doctor?
No,
or did you
no,
just
it really wasn't that bad. I pulled it out, and I think I had a band-aid on it, and that was pretty much it.
Band-aids fix everything when you're little.
It looked horrific when the fork was in my knee, but like when I pulled it out, it was just like meh. No, it was just nothing. It wasn't a big deal. But yeah, the same friend, and I could have been anywhere from like 12 to 14. I don't know. And we used to have like sleepovers over his house and stuff. He used to live up the road from me. And we always, like, when we used to go to bed, we always used to imagine this guy in the corner of his room, in the corner of the room that we couldn't see, called the stranger. And he was just, yeah, it was creepy as fuck. I don't know why we used to do it. I'm trying to, like, I'm Googling just some kind of creepy kind of guy on how we just used to imagine this, like a guy sitting down, holding his knees, really thin and pale looking, just kind of rocking back and forth watching us. And it used to scare the shit out of us, but we used to talk about it pretty much every night. But yeah.
Very unlucky, I would say.
No,
Right?
it's not. No, no. Just kind of.
Right. Speaking of what, because we did, we did talk about injuries. Evader, what was your first most painful experience as a child?
As a child?
Well, that you remember.
Or just the first time you got hurt that you remember?
Oh, good lord. See, I haven't had any too many like bone-breaking times in my life.
I have never actually broken a bone before, but I can recall one instance where I was playing foot golf. I was going to say foot golf. Oh my god, football. and I grabbed the ball and fell on my back, and some guy jumped and he landed on my ankle, and it basically bent. I don't know if it was 90 degrees, but it just bent the wrong way until the bone cracked. So
I was playing basketball at my home because we kind of had like a basketball set up ages ago. We don't have it anymore, but I was jumping up and then I fell down. I think it was on my right leg. Like it wasn't properly. Like it was definitely onto. All my weight was going on the side of my leg. So it was like I kind of rolled my leg, like my foot, over. You understand that?
yeah.
And so I could have probably broke something, but I never really did anything about it. And eventually it was fine. I also think I broke my one. I think, not sure, one of my fingers, my index fingers once.
You broke.
And I never did anything about it, and I think
You know when I'm thinking about fingers, why do we have a pinky? It's the most useless finger that we could ever have. It doesn't do anything. It's just there.
So what do you suggest we just?
When I grab something, every finger I have a hard time like pulling off, and then my pinky just sort of comes off.
Hey man,
it doesn't actually come off my hand.
without my pinky, I can't do my rock-on hand thing though.
Well, then you can do it. Yeah,
I'm joking.
That's true.
The Taurus.
That does. Yeah, I don't like pinkies. It's aesthetically pleasing, but useless. That's again very unlucky. So, what was I gonna say? I also remember walking around for 3 weeks on a fractured heel.
A fractured
And it hurt.
heel?
A fractured heel. I had a heel that was fractured, and I walked around in 3 days. I kept saying, "Hey, Mom, my foot, it really hurts. My heel, it's killing me. Can we go to the doctor?" And for 3 weeks, my mom said, "It's nothing. Just ice it, and it'll be fine." Then we went to the doctor. The doctor looked at me. It's like, "You have a fractured heel." And then, I don't know.
It's
It was
You're
just
so proactive, man.
isn't it kind of like ribs though? Like, cause I've broken ribs before, and they're just like, you can't really do anything. Just shake it off. Be a man. You know, they can't
yeah,
cast
but it
like,
was
ribs.
it did get irritating during like gym class when I was trying to run, and I had to like, though I had to run like an asshole when I was limp running. Hold on.
Dude, from the amount of times, like, whenever I get hurt, I don't want to tell people about it or a doctor, just because I don't want to go through all the stuff of getting checked out and...
And think about it, then there's people who boast about injuries. I mean, you know those people that go to school with a cast, and they're like, "Hey, you want to know how I got my arm broken? Or how I broke my arm?" No, I don't. I don't really want to know. And then there's people that do want to know, and it is... Everybody must have come across one. Funky, you must have come across one.
Come across
A person that like in school, like early school years, that when they got an injury, they like to brag about how they got it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I as a child didn't. I mean, it might sound differently to what I've been talking about tonight, but I really didn't get hurt all that much. My sister, on the other hand, was in a cast at least once a year. She was really accident prone when she was younger. She used to break legs, arms, hands, pretty much every year.
Well, you could say that she had bad luck.
Yeah, very bad luck, I guess.
So,
Or she was just dumb.
Hawk, what was your first injury? Can you remember?
First or worst?
Worst, I guess. The first that you can remember, and then your worst.
Can't do... first one.
Or just do the worst. The worst.
The worst would have to be when I landed on the floor with my hip.
I'm sorry to laugh.
Landed on the floor with your face. Is that what you were about to say?
No, with his hip.
No, my hip.
Hip first. That's
Well,
so
like an old
painful.
woman.
Well,
No, Hawk,
we were-
wasn't it? Alright, you tell it. It's the greatest story I've ever heard.
it's like you would stand in a circle and jump off the trampoline onto the crash mat and go back to the back of the line and do it again.
Why would you do
And-
this?
You missed the
Just
crash
for
mat.
PE class.
Okay.
And so it came up to me, and I jump off the trampoline and missed the crash mat by at least 3 feet and landed on my hip.
Okay, that in itself is ridiculous, but I'm still confused as to why you would stand in a circle in PE on a trampoline.
Well, you like stand in an arc and line up to go on the trampoline thingy.
But how can you miss the crash mat by 3 feet?
I didn't have a
It's
trampoline
hot.
when I was in school, damn it.
And land on your hip.
But it hurt really, really bad.
Didn't you say you had to get like taught gym or something like separately for a while or I can't remember.
Oh, I didn't do gym for the rest of that year.
Did you?
I just had to sit down and watch. I mean, it was a huge bruise, like 4
Isn't that
inches
a
across,
suck, though?
maybe.
Not being able
So go
to do
ahead.
gym for an entire year. Like, wouldn't you like dread that?
But
Not being able to do gym.
nope.
I hate not doing gym.
Gym
It's
kind of
gymnastics.
sucks
so
in the
boring.
UK. I didn't used to like it in school. Depending on what we were doing, because like every time we'd have, we'd do different things. Sometimes it would be, and not only that, we had like the head of PE or I don't know, we call it PE. I don't know if it's the same
Yeah,
with you guys.
gym class P.
Physical education.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
head of class, his name is a Welsh name. His name was Carwyn Jones. And he was a guy, and he was like, I don't know, 40-ish. And he was really creepy, like kind of butt-slapping creepy.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he had a family, and it might have just been, his way. But it was creepy as shit, and we used to make jokes about him all the time. But yeah, I mean, our gym was pretty crappy, like we didn't get trampolines and shit. We actually had to do exercise, like running and stuff. I want a trampoline, damn it.
Get yourself one.
Yeah, it could be like a football slaps, like Bob said, because I mean, he was pretty sporty kind of guy, so it could have just been like a bro,
Like, yeah, I'm
a bro
insecure
slap,
about
but it's still weird.
Sexuality, but
Well, yeah, but Hawk missed the crash mat.
it was extremely painful.
I guess the funniest thing I've ever experienced is when my dad gets hurt, because there was a story that when my sister was crying, and my dad tried to cheer her up by jumping on the coffee table, and he just jumped against it, and just fell over, and I couldn't. He's gonna like, hey, look over here. Jumps and hits with his shins. He still has scars on that. It's been like, that was like 10 years ago. Wait, that wasn't 10 years ago. That was a long time ago. That was not 13. That was 13 to 14 years ago when I was like 3 or 2. I can't remember because it was just told to me, but I know that he jumped against the coffee table and he has scars.
I've only ever once seen my father like physically hurt, like really. I think he was crying.
Okay, well that isn't funny because
No, it is.
mine
It
was-
is funny. It is. Trust me. And okay, so let me set the scene. I can't remember how old I was. I must have been about 19-ish, 20 maybe. And my great grandmother had passed away. She was like 90. She'd had a good life and all that. And we'd been to her funeral, and then we had a wake, and like my whole family got absolutely shit-faced at the wake, and they started playing a game, and I'd never seen this game before. It might be common, I don't know, but basically you all line up in a circle with your feet spread.
oh, good lord, that sounds disgusting.
No, just your feet, like like a foot apart. And in the middle of you all is a cardboard box with the top cut off. And basically you have to bend down without bending your legs and pick up the cardboard box with your teeth. And then once
Oh
somebody
my god.
yeah, and once somebody else has done it, they put the box down, the next person does it. And once it had been around the circle, they cut like an inch off the top of the box and they keep doing it. And the box had got so low, and my father was just so shit-faced to notice, but he went to pick up the box without bending his legs, and he snapped his pelvis. The hardest, thickest bone in your body snapped
He
like
snapped
a twig.
it?
Yeah. And although he was absolutely wrecked, I remember the ambulance coming to pick him up and like giving him gas and stuff. And when they were picking him up to put him on the stretcher, he was bawling his eyes out. Oh, sorry, not your pelvis. What the hell am I talking about? What's the big thigh bone? What's that?
Tailbone?
No,
Not the femur.
the femur. Sorry, not the pelvis. Sorry,
Oh,
I'm being a
okay.
tard. The femur.
Oh, that's the bone that's harder than concrete. How do you snap
I
that?
have no idea, but he snapped it playing this game. And he was in hospital for like 3 months. He had pins and everything to put it back in, and he was off work for like a year. But
Because
yeah,
he got shit faced and bent down too far.
I'd never heard of the game before, but I don't know, it looked kind of fun. They were all having fun up until that point. So.
What would happen? Did you laugh? Were you there?
I laughed when it happened, yeah, because he just went down like he fell to the ground like a sack of shit. And you could hear it. It was a thundering crack. And he was on the floor and he was fine. He was totally cool about it. It's only when the ambulance people had to lift him up to put him on a stretcher that the pain started kicking in.
I guess it was a bad pain.
It's quite funny because the ambulance took him to hospital, so I drove my mum to hospital. And like they went into the room to see it, and my mother was making fun of him because when he got into the hospital, the people had cut his underwear off. My mother's cruel like that sometimes. But yeah, that's
you're gonna say that is also
femur breaking.
bad luck.
Yeah, bad
It
luck,
will-
or he was just shit faced.
But that's the thing. People that if it's serious pain, I can't stand to see people in pain because there's a side of me that wants to laugh, but I know that I wouldn't. I mean, alright, people are different. I couldn't laugh at somebody who broke his hip. Okay, except when Hawk misses the crash mat by
Yeah.
3 feet. If you imagine Hawk, that's like flies sideways.
It was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I'm that exactly like Elion said. If I know that they're okay, I will laugh. But if somebody, because I wouldn't have laughed at your dad, because like he wasn't okay. He had to be off work for a year.
Well, I didn't
would
laugh.
laugh.
I laughed when he fell. I mean, I didn't. We weren't laughing once we figured out what
I thought
happened.
you laughed when he was bawling his eyes out. That would have just.
Well, it's funny now.
Yeah, I mean that's also something good about injuries. It's funny now, but I thought you were laughing while he was bawling his eyes out.
No, not while he was actually crying. I mean, I laughed when he initially fell, and now I think it's funny. But
Yeah, I know, but that's
it was
the
kind
exact
of a surreal experience because, and I suspect this goes for a lot of people. You don't kind of expect your parents to cry, or at least like your father,
well, yeah.
etc.
Yeah, I've never seen my father cry, but my mother, like, at funerals, she tends to cry, but no, my dad, nah. I haven't seen him cry once.
I haven't really ever cried.
Oh, come on,
Manly for that.
Vader never cried when he was a baby.
Okay, okay, obviously you cried your baby, I mean,
All he ever did if he wanted to get food was, wah, wah,
oh, yes, I'm crying, I'm sad. Emotions.
mother, feed me, please, wah. What was that called? Because, sometimes when babies can't stop crying, what is it?
When kids...
I know, but there's like, it's not a sickness. When
babies
I don't
can't
know.
stop- Yeah, that's just what babies do, isn't it?
No, but there's like, when people, I can't explain it. Never mind. Just scratch the entire thing that I was gonna say. Just pretend like I never said it, at all.
Okay.
Babies, they cry, they poop, and they eat. That's pretty much it, from my
And
understanding.
they puke if you hit them on the back too hard. So that's why you always drape a towel over your back when you're.
Never shake a baby. It's like the first #1 rule.
Oh, really? Thank you for telling
Probably
me that.
shouldn't have said that.
And do never feed them at midnight, because they
Yeah.
will turn into gremlins.
What?
That was a movie reference. Sorry, did anybody get that?
I got it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gremlin.
Alright, good. Never feed them at midnight, because then they'll eat your face off.
I guess, should we kind of leave it there? We've been on for like an hour and 20
Yeah, let's
minutes.
leave it there.
I'm
This
gonna
is-
leave you with this.
And we'll leave you with the quote. We'll leave you with. Well, let's do a recap. A recap is, well, we tried to talk about luck, which we did the first half hour, then we completely derailed it into puke, shit, and piss. Then Bear Grylls, and then people getting injured. So I hope you enjoyed this week. Next week we'll do the exact same thing, but talk about okay. I hope we're not gonna. Yeah, something more original, and we're not. Let's hope we're not gonna talk about excrement.
Be more original.
Excrement.
I guess with that,
What do you mean? Hang on. What do you mean more original? We do it live, man. Doesn't get more original than that.
yeah,
Different
we
topic,
improvise,
doesn't it?
Vader. We improvise. And with that, I think we will see you guys next week, right?
See ya.